we start today's session, so I'll give the small recap. And personally, I got some specific doubts on Viper search with IPC code. So I think few may have these queries as well. So first, let me give the recap, followed by I'll give the small intro on search with IPC. Then we'll move towards today's session in detail. So let us start with the basic fundamental thing. We have started from knowing the IP. What is intellectual property? We understood the term what is intellect and what is property, followed by we have seen the day-to-day life inventions and how our human brain should work to obtain the criteria of inventing the new products. Followed by we have seen some of the technique to have the activation of our human brain, that is both right and left brain, to activate in the synchronized fashion with the day-to-day activities. Followed by we have seen some of the variants of IPR. We have started with patents, followed by copyrights, trademarks, industrial designs, geographical indications, and plant variants are the some of the variation of IPR. And yesterday we have started knowing about why the importance is given to patents all about, and why we are moving towards patents in detail for our identification. So this is how the scenario works in for patents. And also the important parameter is that the emphasis is given on the product and process for the patents. These are all the parameters, or these are all the contents we have discussed. Yesterday, we understood the new terminologies about patent search with various databases and the common nuances behind the search identities with the form of normal, Google, keyword, patent search. So this is the thing which we would like to know in detail about the patent search. So that gives us some basic insights on how the keyword should be selected, and by selecting the keyword, how this can be achieved, or I could say how do we narrow down our search result for the optimum output, or I could say how we should do or give the keywords to obtain the final required inventions which we are really looking for, right? This was the overall glimpse, and we have seen some of the various types of pattern search, and specifically we have gone through how the free and paid databases works as a small glimpse. And finally we have seen some of the free softwares or free databases which available all over the world. And very specifically I emphasized you on WIPO PatternScope website, in which personally I received the feedback, and it's not like a feedback, they asked me to explain how this particular IPC based search can be useful or effective in terms of doing patent search. So it's very simple. Initially, that's why I started with this screen. Once if you enter into the WIPO screen and giving your specific keywords, and if you give the search, on top itself you could find the analysis tab, right? In that analysis tab, if you just click on that analysis tab, you could see the screen appears in this fashion, right? And that core important thing which you would like to understand here is you don't want to go for identifying the separate links based on these particular criterias. Hope you may have still you might not be clear. Very simple. If you click on this analysis tab, it pops up with this kind of menu. In that, here you could see the filters tab is selected, or you could see all this in the form of charts as well. If you click charts tab, it shows everything in the chart format as well. Here this I have I hope you all remember for what this search result appeared. Yes, you are right, for the pen invention, right? In this invention, if you want to categorize based on these criterias, you don't want to go separately by identifying the particular country. That was the major question asked yesterday. How do you choose? Say, for example, it shows almost 2,55,310 invention in USA. The question asked is how this could be shortlisted. It's very, very simple. All these have the links. You don't want to confuse because it's a screenshot. You couldn't see the links for each and everything. Each and every items available here has the link. Just to click on it, only those are gets filtered at the bottom. Right now, hope you got the answer. Simply, if you want to view only USA patent, just click on USA. That's it. That's it. As simple as that. Right? Nothing more than that. Then, if you want to look at only the applicant, like Microsoft Corporation, you just click on the Microsoft Corporation. You could see all this 6,708 patents. As I have described yesterday, IPC code, in already you have given the keyword, here it pops up with the IPC code, right? It all belongs to the keyword which I have given for pen invention, right? Don't get confused. All these we have taken for the pen invention only. You don't want to confuse about that, right? So with that, already we have given one filter, that one keyword, that pen. If you just click on G06F, it will take you to this particular IPC code based pen invention. As simple as that. I hope now you got the answer. Still, if you have any doubt, no worries. End of the session, we'll as usual we'll have Q&A session. There you can ask. Again, I'll explain to you. Similarly, if I want to look at the patents published in pen in the year 2020, just click on 2020. That's it, right? It has second filter to the search, right? I told always to go search with the keyword with the IPC code, right? Herein already the keyword is entered to the normal search. Along with that, if you are further filtering with the help of any of these criteria, that is why they have termed it as filters itself, right? For keyword, we have all these combinations followed by specific filters based on countries, applicants, inventors, IPC code, and publication. Okay, what is IPC code? IPC is International Patent Classification Code. It always, as I discussed yesterday, this IPC means each and every product has its own, or it comprises of so many inventions as a part of single invention. For example, if you want pen with ink invention, we need to go for any one of this specific invention. Pen comes under mechanical, ink comes under chemical engineering. So in combination, if you would like to have any of these things, pen you can give for that particular IP classification will be any one of this, right? Please understand that IPC is simple, International Patent Classification Code, in which each and every invention generally comprises of more than one component or department. So this is the core thing which we need to understand. So this plays the vital role. This plays the vital role in terms of understanding the search filter. So this plays the vital role to narrow down our search, right? So this adds the more effective value in terms of providing the output for narrow down our search. Very simple. We are not doing this for any other purpose, and also we can easily move towards our specific inventions identity. So again, I'll give the same example. Pen is the common code, right? Followed by you have ink is, I'll give a rough example itself. For example, ink with the chemical belongs to this particular IPC code H04L. If you give that, automatically our keyword system works pen along with the ink related to that pen. As simple as that. Hope now you got some clarity. As I mentioned earlier, still if you have any doubts, don't worry. End of the session, for sure, we'll have a detailed discussion. Still, if you have, please note down if you have any queries now itself, so that we'll have detailed discussion about search. Because as I keep mentioning one thing, search is foremost important thing. Please don't avoid it, right? It will give major advantages, not alone saving the cost, it will give some new ideas for your invention. As I mentioned during the yesterday session also, people those who are pursuing PhD are having a plan to continue your PhD after the like a postdoctorate fellow. Please have your own invention, how it has been done, and how your invention, or I could say how your problem statement which you have solved is keep growing in day-to-day life. This is the best example that it works even day-to-day life, because you could see 2011, 12, 13, 14, likewise in sequence we'll get it, right? If you click this 2020, further month-wise classification will be the next pop-up screen for you, right? 2020-1, 2020-2. Likewise, this publication list will change once you click on this 2020. So please understand, this parameter will fetch you the latest inventions for our own identities. It doesn't mean that we need to look for specific, that almost the older inventions. This specific inventions will provide us better insights about our growth. So this is the one I would mention to you. Maybe if you are looking for a journal, it may take some hours to year, for 6 months or 1 year to get published. We cannot get the updated updated database for our problem statement. But if you are working with patent, whatever is getting published by today, we can get the data, right? Hope you understood this, because as you know very well, there is no pre-assessment for publication. So whatever we are delivering, whatever we are giving to the patent office, obviously they will start working with the output. They gets published. Even as I mentioned, in India, we are publishing every week Friday, right? So wherever you go, we cannot get the latest updated database like this. WIPO is keep updating every day. So you don't want to worry much about the latest inventions or latest updates on your field. So I strongly recommend you, please work with your known problem statement, because most of the, I could see most of the doctorates here, after doctorates we are doing multiple works but not specific to our invention. If you still has the idea of doing it, it is, I request you work with the patent databases that will upgrade you to the next level, right? So what is next? Now we got the idea that before filing we need to do the prior art search. That is the output what we got after doing the pattern search. I asked you to go with the initial phase. So Karthik sir, I will answer end of the session about the queries which you have asked. So meanwhile, I'll continue with this. So major thing is like to start with. So basic identity is, as I mentioned in the first class, first day, that is, you have an idea now. That idea now it is passed on and it is being developed and obtained the stage of search now. Now you completely ready to do the pattern search, right? Now you are did the pattern search also. With that search, you understood that the invention is not available elsewhere. Those confirmation you have arrived so far, right? What is the next step? You are going to file the patent to the patent office, right? That is the next stage in patents, right? What are all the things you really like to know, or what are all the things is required to file a patent, or what are all the terminologies you really need to familiar by doing the before doing the patent filing, right? That is the discussion for another 45 minutes or 1 hour for today. So ராஜா சார் யாரோ வாய்ஸ் டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸ் இருக்கு, அதை மியூட் பண்ணி விட்டுருங்க. ஓகே ராஜா சார்.
Okay sir, I will check it.
Sure, thank you. Okay, so sorry for the interruption. So this one we need to understand the foremost important thing, that is, what are all the terminologies we are really need to be familiarized with, right? So what are all the things which we been thorough before we move towards patent filing? This is the first and foremost thing which we need to know, or I put it in this way: there are different forms to be filled by the applicant or inventor or by the patent agent or patent attorney. They need to be have clear vision on types of the applications. First thing, our first terminologies we should be familiarized with is what are all the types of application available, right? There are 3 types of application available for filing a patent. What are they? Ordinary application, number 1, followed by patent cooperation treaty, that is patent cooperation treaty, NP. What is that NP mean? NP means national phase. I will explain, don't worry. Just you know what are all the expansion as of now. Third one is convention application. What is the meaning for convention application, right? So slowly we could learn these 3 terminologies in detail. First thing, that is ordinary application, right? What are all the ordinary applications involved? And so what are all the ordinary applications available in India? This is very particular to the Indian regime, right? If you are filing a patent in India, for the first time, you should go ahead with this ordinary application, right? If the product is or the process is origin in India, first time you are going to convert it into IP in the form of a patent, right? So this thing plays major role. What is that? This ordinary application belongs to the core area or core region which we need to understand. First time you are filing in India, right? Important thing is you know to know, and it is been origin in India. That is also you need to be careful, right? Why I'm emphasizing this one is mostly in some of the workshops they'll ask this question: I did my MS in abroad, whether I can take that concept and I can file it in India. as per the correct ethical parameters. If you carry out any experimental work outside our country, actually it is not our own product or our own process to file it in India. That is the reason why I'm emphasizing you. First and foremost thing, it should be origin of India, and mostly the persons who involved in, they have developed the entire process in that particular regime, that is in within India. This is the first thing you need to understand. Before I go to PCT, I'll straight away go to the convention. What is the meaning for convention? Convention is very simple. As the meaning says, conventional countries like a foreign country outside India. That's it, right? You may ask this question: what if the product really don't or doesn't have any marketability in India? Today, don't get tensed because it's most of the terminologies are so technical. I'll try to make it interest, but please understand the terminologies clearly, because as patent is completely a raw theory subject, I'll try to add masalas here and there, but still it is very, very hard. Please understand the terminologies very clearly. If you are not really familiarized with these terminologies, for sure you need help from patent agents or patent attorneys like me, right? So that's why I'm emphasizing again and again. Convention is the foreign filing. Very simple, right? I'll give an example here. And say, for example, you have made one cloth, right? Material, dress material, right? That material is very thin and it withstand more colder climatic condition. For example, this you can wear it in Iceland, right, or Greece. Likewise, wherever there is a much colder country, you can wear that particular dress, right? Do you think it has marketability in India? Obviously, it does not have marketability in India, right? Because India is the warmer country, not as much cold as it is, right? So we need to think whether we need to file patent in India or not. Our idea, okay, it doesn't have market. Why we need to file a patent in India? That is the obvious question which arises for each and every one of us. What we will do? We'll go for foreign filing straight away, right? If it is the case, product is origin in India, we really don't have the option to file directly in abroad. Okay, please understand this, because product is origin in India, so we need to file first in India, but the product doesn't have marketability in India. So what is the alternative? So what is the thing which we need to know is, it doesn't have marketability in India, right? So what we need to do, we need to request the patent office by filing FFL, foreign filing license. If we request the patent office, it sanctions the clearance by understanding your invention doesn't have potential market in India, right? Then it will give the clearance. Only then we can go ahead and file directly in foreign countries. Hope you understood this very clearly, because this whole terminology is very, very important. So that's why I'm emphasizing very strongly here. The next one is PCT. What do you mean by PCT, right? And it's for NP stands for national face, right? So here the terminologies again will varies. Who is the authorized person for this PCT, right? WIPO is the nodal body who has the control over this treaty, right? What this treaty says, this treaty is acting a fastest mode of getting the patent grant, right? Again, you may get confused here. how we can emphasize or faster. And yesterday also I got the question that I am filing a patent in India, whether the same can be filed in foreign country. I said yes. So this body helps us, assist us to file in foreign country as well. How it is going to be done, right? I'll tell you one again. I'll tell you one example. Most of you know the cricket game, right? Cricket, initially we have wooden wickets, that is stump, in the olden days, right? Nowadays you could see that stumps comes with LED lamps, right? I'll give an example of patent granting times cycle in India, that is time period. Generally, it will take minimum of 1 year, that too in a very, very rare case, if you are an individual. I'll explain what is individual, what is the small entity, and what is the larger entity and startup. Don't worry about it. But as of now, you understand, if you are an individual and filing a patent in India, generally it takes minimum of 1 year and maximum 8 years, right? That person belongs to Australia, who invented that stump with LED bulb, right? So think about it. If he wants to file a patent in all the 60 countries wherever the cricket is being played, how long will it take for him to get the grant in all the countries? It is not easy to answer. Yes, because it will take years together to get the final identification, that is grant, right? Do you think is it feasible? Generally it is very, very hard, right? So that's why this treaty plays the vital role in making the process in a faster manner. Very simple. It will assist the inventors or applicants to get the things in a much, much faster way. Nothing more than that, right? They are doing with the help of this treaty. How many countries involved? Almost 153 countries signed the PCT to enhance the process or faster the process. What is the identity for that? If that particular cricket stump inventor, he files a patent first in Australia, they have stipulated time period. In India, it's 6 weeks. First, we need to file it in India. After 6 weeks, we can file it in foreign countries, right? So in this juncture, what he is doing, he particularly filed in Australia first, and then he filed through PCT in all the 60 countries simultaneously, right? But please be sure one more thing also, PCT or WIPO is not the body to provide patent or patent grant or patent authorization. It is only the nodal body. It assists us, it assists all the countries to have a single system to provide the better output. You may ask the question, what is the better output? They provide the output in the form of the search report and examination report, right? Like how what we are receiving for our journals, here we'll receive the examination report. With that examination report, if any of the one country grants patent for that invention, automatically because of this PCT support, wherever we are applying, we'll get the grant in the much faster time period. That's all, right? They are not really providing or granting any patent. Please be sure about it, right? They assist us or they support us to get the grant in the faster time period. That's all. So that guy, he got patent grant in 3.5 years in all the 60 countries wherever the cricket is being played, right? That is the major advantage of this treaty, right? This assists us in faster way of getting the patent grant. Now, I think Sharda Sarkar ma'am, you asked about the complete filing and provisional filing. Now we get into it. So, what is the difference between provisional filing and complete filing. First, you understand this thing. For PCT or convention application, we don't have the option of provisional filing, right? This provisional filing is applicable only for the Indian ordinary application, right? In our regime, we have this provision, right? What really it means? What is the necessity of provisional filing? And it says provisional. What is the meaning for provisional? Temporary, right? Most of us will receive the provisional certificate before receiving our degree certificate. Similar way, before we move towards complete patent filing, we are using the provisional filing. And you may ask this question, how long will it valid and why it is necessary? Yes, I'll answer to that. First thing, provisional filing is valid only for 12 months, for 1 year only. If you are failing to upgrade it into the complete filing, obviously it will get abandoned. We don't have any control. There is 3 months time extension, but still it is not advised to follow that mode. Better file it within 1 year, right? And also the request for time examination we need to made within 1 year, not after the expiry of that 1 year. Okay, now I'll answer to the second question. What is the use of this provisional filing? Assume you are developing, I'll give both example. One is about product and another one is about process, right? You are making, assume for, let us take the COVID example. You are making one ventilator, right? You are assuming that for sure there is no ventilator like what you are manufacturing. You have that clarity by doing the pattern search, that you are confirming that there is no ventilators like what you are proposing. But is it can be directly used in the clinic or any of the hospitals or any of the places without testing? It is not practically possible. What we have to do? We have to test it, right? For example, you are taking to the testing centers. What if they copy your invention? Do we have any control over the invention during test phase? The answer obviously is no, because it's human mind. If he or she got new idea by testing your ventilator, obviously they will try to copy or mimic your invention and making the new one. Even they may go for filing a patent as well, right? So to avoid this particular issue, you have the option of going for provisional filing, right? I will explain in detail what are all the content should be there in the provisional filing. You don't want to worry about those stuffs, but please understand here, and it is useful for testing phase, right? For example, some products you may need to test in the public place, for example vehicles, right? Any other stuffs that is being used outside or in the public places or in the public domains, we really don't have any protection of copying our invention, right? So that this gives the clearance for us wherever you are going to test. After filing the provisional application, you can use the word patent pending, right? What is the meaning for patent pending? Within double quotes you can give the, for example, if you are giving the ventilator to the testing company, there you can clearly mention that we have already filed a patent, it is a patent pending technology. What is the advantage? They won't copy our invention, they feel afraid to copy our invention. And also we have the priority date. What is the meaning for priority date? That is, whenever we have applied for filing, that date became priority date, or I could say from that date we can protect our invention from copying by others, right? Similarly, for assume you are manufacturing the drug or what is that vaccination for our COVID, right? So that also we need to have clinical trials. That is not even shorter duration, it's years together or months together. So there may be possibilities of copying our inventions by others. So in these cases, we can first file a provisional patent, right? Then we can go for the clinical trials, as simple as that. Also, the result should be within 1 year, or else we can go for time extension, but there is no time extension again and again. Only once we can get the time extension, right? Therein, we need to submit the complete specification, that is complete filing. I hope you understood. Now I'll move towards complete filing. For both PCT mode, that is WIPO, Patent Corporation Treaty mode, and foreign filing, there is no option for this provisional filing. Directly we need to go for complete filing, right? Few may ask this question, why can't they give? That is also a good thing to have provisional filing in foreign, then converting it to complete. But think about it, origin place for that invention is India. We are testing it in India. In that case, there may be possibilities, right? Think about it, if it is going for a foreign country, therein it is hard for us to go and test in that country. That is not even feasible for us. That is why in most of the cases, we don't have foreign or complete filing, provisional filing option in other countries or other regimes. Very simple, right? Hope you understood these terminologies. Provisional is valid only for 12 months. Complete filing is valid for 20 years, right? And ordinary application only has the provision of provisional filing, right? And I'll explain in the upcoming slides about divisional patent or patent of division and patent of addition or addition of patents, right? I'll explain about that. So now again, it's all about the same thing. Provisional patent filing valid for 12 months. You can use the term patent pending. You can get the priority over the invention. These are all the parameters or terms I have explained to you earlier. And one more important thing which we need to understand here also very, very clearly. What is that? This provisional application, the data which we are giving should be even justifiable. What is the meaning for that? For example, if you are talking about the invention for red color ballpoint pen, right? While converting this into complete filing, you shouldn't use all the 12 colors or all the 2 or 3 colors together. Whatever you are disclosing in the provisional application, only that should be extended for the complete filing, right? Because only you have protected red color ink invention in provisional, right? You get priority date only for that, not for the other color pens, right? Please understand this very clearly. So whatever you are going to disclose in the provisional application, it should be of same invention throughout, right? This you need to understand very, very clearly therein, right? What is the identity of disclosing clearly all our invention to talks about what is the invention which we are going to develop. You may ask this question, red ink is one of the variant, why can't we add others? If you want to add other inks also, that is also should be mentioned in the provisional application, right? Only if and then you are allowed to convert it into complete specification. That's it, right? And one more thing which you need to understand here is this is valid for 12 months and it doesn't have publication, right? I told about 3 stages: patent filing, patent publishing, and patent granting, right? This says about only one parameter, that is to take it to next level, valid for shorter duration only, right? It doesn't have the option of publication. Please understand this. Don't think if you are filing a provisional application it's get published. No, it won't, right? So these things we should be very clear by assessing these parameters, right? So this is all about provisional filing. Now complete, as I mentioned, it is 20 years valid, and I would like to add one point here. The complete specification only have claims, right? So can you please hold on for a second? I'll be back. I'll be right back in a few minutes. Raja sir, please stop recording for a few minutes.
Sir, okay, sir.
Small
This
work is going.
conference will now be recorded.
I'm in campus, actually. I'm in college actually. They are doing some small work over here and there, so they asked me to move. Really sorry about it. So okay, so this one is complete application, that is complete specification. Here I would like to emphasize one important thing, that is about claims. What is the meaning for claims? Claims are been done, or I could say claims can be the art of any invention. What is the meaning for that? This is the one going to protect our invention as a whole, right? This played much important role in protecting our invention, right? So in detail we will discuss what are all the features or contents involved in patent draft or patent document, so that I'll give the glimpse at that phase what is claims in detail. As of now, you remember one point: complete specification mandatorily required claims, because it has done with the complete result of our invention, right? Please be sure about it. Not in another way around like a provisional. We are not in the testing phase. We are in complete phase of understanding the invention with submission of complete specification. That's it, right? This is valid for 20 years and it has all these 3 provisions or stages. Number 1, filing. Number 2, publishing. Number 3, the stage of granting, that is the authentication of your invention. During the last day presentation of about case study, I will show how the government authorize our invention. Like normal all registration, it also has the government emblem. I'll show you on the last class, so don't worry about it. So this you need to understand here in very clearly. Claims is the art of any invention, right? Only for complete specification we have publication. Number 3, only complete specification get grant. That's it. It's valid for 20 years. As of now you understand this. I have explained what is ordinary application, what is conventional application, followed by PCT. PCT again, I'll give small glimpse. I'm not going to explain in detail about PCT also, because it itself will take more time. So I'll give one small hint. PCT is the mode is helpful for us to provide 2 basic things. What are all those things? One is international search report, right? Again, please understand, this is not the authorized body to authenticate the invention in the form of the grant, but nodal body assisting the patents grant in the faster phase. So it is providing the search report, what it contains. Actually, the prior art search is the search report here and nothing more than that, right? It completely discloses, right, what are all the existing inventions related to our own invention, right? Next one, it will give international preliminary examination report. What is this? Generally we get as a FER, first examination report from patent office. It comes in the form of international preliminary examination report. What is the advantage of that? As I mentioned, it is belongs to 153 countries. Maximum time period, if you are applying in India, minimum you need to wait for 6 weeks to apply in foreign countries, as well as for the maximum time period of 30 to 31 months, depends upon the country. I think if I'm not wrong, for US 30 months and UK 31 months, right? So this is how the system works to enter into this PCT phase, right? So this search report and examination report ensures whether our patent will get grant or not, right? So this authentication is helpful for the inventor or applicants to take it to next level, or they can terminate there itself. That is the major advantage. Even I'll give an example. I am filing a patent in India. Again, I am filing the PCT mode by the immediate. Raja sir, கொஞ்சம் mute பண்ணி விட்டுருங்க. Okay, thank you. So immediately I am filing the PCT with minimum time period. Like for example, I am filing after 1 month or 6 weeks, right? After that, I am receiving the search report and examination report in 6 months to 1 year time period. Even if I feel this invention won't grant even in India, I can withdraw my application. That withdrawal option is available in India also, right? There is some 90% fee will get it back, right? Not in the publication fee, only in the I'll explain what is the publication fee, what is in detail about application fee, publication fee, and examination fee. I'll explain. Simply, you know one terminology that we can get 90% return on examination fee as of now, right? So this helps us to evaluate our invention. Always the reports is useful for us to evaluate. Very simple. In similar fashion, this also used to evaluate our system, our invention, right? So this is the thing which we need to understand by the PCT. If PCT gives the green signal or stating we are after receiving this search report and examination report, if you find all these are good, you can approach even good companies for sell or license your product, stating that look at this report, it has the validation for granting our invention. Based on this detail, you can very well approach the companies to market your product. Else, some of the bigger companies won't accept at the stage of published or filing. Only after granting, many of the big companies will take over your product or you can license your product. But this assists even to market our product, right? Likewise, this nodal body WIPO supports us in different ways of IP regime, particularly patent regime, right? So again, I have explained all this. These two terminologies also most important. What are all these two terminologies? Division of application or divisional application, right? These two terminologies, it is mandatory for us to know, right? Generally, again, I'll start with the story. Generally, assume I am finding one invention. Better we take the same pen, right? I have the vision that I'm inventing a pen. That pen refill consists of some biodegradable material as a external shell, right? Internally, I'm going to use the ink, which generally changes its state as per my requirement, right? For example, I feel right, if I would like to write in ballpoint pen, it should write like a ballpoint. Or if it is, I would like to decide it should write like a gel pen, it should convert, right? Or it may, you may feel there is a little hard. You think like this: I'm using 3 buttons. With the same pen, I'm using 3 buttons. One button to write as a ballpoint, one to write like a gel pen, one to write like a ink pen, right? In my perspective, this is considered to be one invention because it's related to pen, right? So I have filed a patent application by incorporating methodology to change the ink, as well as I am including the different biomaterial for the refill or the external case to fill the ink, right? In my perspective, the invention is one, so I have filed a patent, right? But patent office take it as a two different invention because refill with biomaterial is different invention, right? Shifting the ink from one to another is considered to be another invention. Please be sure about it. You may ask this question, both related to pen. Why can't I combine and file? No, it is wrong. Because our patent rules and regulation says that unity of invention is also a part of patent application. You should not combine two or more inventions together to get a patent grant. Please understand this point very clearly. So if we are making mistake of filing together, patent office will ask us to convert into two or more. It doesn't mean, I have given example only for two, it doesn't mean only two, right? You can go three or even more than two, whichever number they are, you are unknowingly combining and filing it as a single application. So this talks all about dividing the application. That's it, right? That very specifically we call it as divisional application, as simple as that, right? So how this priority date varies, that is important thing which we need to understand. What is priority date? That most of you know that whenever you are filing on that date considered to be priority date for our invention. This divisional application, assume that first application we call it as parent application. It has two child application together combined. So all these three application takes the same priority date because you are filed on the same date. And you need to understand one important class here, and if you are making it published, right, then you cannot change the date. You don't have to get confused with these parameters. All filing together and publishing within 2 weeks or maximum of 2 months time period, therein the priority starts for all this invention together. Generally, patent publication takes place after 18 months, or sorry, within 18 months, right? So in that case, we cannot say, or we have an option, if we are doing it earlier, we can alter the dates, right? I hope you don't want to get in detail about these things as of now. First, understand one thing, unknowingly we are filing 2 or 3 inventions together, we have the option, or patent office itself will provide the option, or dividing into 2 or more. In that case, the application, you need to tick divisional application in the form 1. Don't worry, I'll show all the forms, right? Next thing you need to understand is patent of addition. What is the meaning for this, right? So now you have filed one patent, you are keep working on with that invention here and there, and finally you landed up with adding some features to it, right? Please understand one important thing here. If it is very small or minor modification, I would request you to go for patent of addition. If it is bigger, complete changes, if you are giving to the inventive step, please go for separate different application. Don't continue with the existing one, right? Please understand the term very clearly. Only slight minor modification, we need to go for patent of addition. You may ask this question again. I'll give one example here also. For example, as I said, you have an option of pen to switch over from ballpoint to gel pen. Again, if you are just want to add the third feature of adding the ink pen also to it, in that case, you can go for patent of addition, right? Altogether, you are going to change with different colors. Please don't go for patent of addition. Go for a separate application. I'll repeat, you may get confused. Minor addition, patent of addition is the suggestible thing. If it is major change, or I could say the new inventive step can be brought into the invention, please go for newer application, right? So this we need to understand, that is only one additional feature is going to be the part of invention, suggest to have this patent of addition, else you can go for the new application itself. And one more important thing is, there is no need to pay separate renewal for this patent of addition. During the term of the main patent expires, right? Within the time period, it really doesn't require any extra fees for that particular invention, because knowingly unknowingly it is going to be the part of the main application, right? I hope you got some clarity on this. Today